Hi everyone. So this is an announcement related to our UPSC mentorship program. First of all, let me tell you, I was happy that many of the students who have cleared state PCS, specifically UPSC, have approached me asking to go for UPSC because as they already cleared UPSC, they want to go for UPSC, and I was glad to go for this program. First of all, many of you have exhausted 2 or 3 attempts, right? Now UPSC, to clear UPSC in this hyper competitive environment, we need couple of things. First, the most important thing is will. Then we need the skill, right? When we start our civil services journey, usually we have the willpower, and when the willpower is there, what we do is we go ahead and with a lot of enthusiasm we approach UPSC, but we don't have the right skill power or right aptitude to clear the exam. So usually we end up losing 2 or 3 attempts. Eventually क्या होता है बाद में, then once after 3 attempts your age is running out, your attempts are running out, so we shift to state level PCS exam, right? So in this way, over the time, once you clear state level exam, you settle for it, and then after you get into that job, it will be difficult to clear the UPSC exam. So that is the harsh truth. Okay, it is extremely difficult. In order to get out of this particular cycle and in order to realize your dream, I mean, see, I'm not saying that you will get a UPSC rank, but I can, with this program, I can assure you that the things that I'm asking you to do, if you do that, we'll have a strong fighting chance. And end of the day, you will feel that you have given your all to UPSC preparation, and as they say, full effort is full victory. So usually that regret should not be there. That's what I want to convey, because we regret when we have potential and we are not giving our 100%. This program is trying to remedy that. And most importantly, if you look at the program, it is very scientifically designed, in the sense that if you start from November, how we are going to achieve our goal of clearing UPSC 2026. So this is a program that has both prelims test series, mains test series, as well as mentorship. Okay, so let's begin. Let me tell you the plan altogether. See, usually when we start civil service preparation, and mostly our UPSC preparation, majority of the time we are distracted, right? And distraction has killed half of the careers. This is very true. I have seen many aspirants who once they lose out or give 2 attempts, after that what they do is they go for or try for many other exams, because your peers are doing it and others are doing it, and I understand the practical or real reasons behind it. That means you are leapfrogging from one exam to another. In that way, what is happening is you are end up unable to clear any exam for a short period of time. So distraction, we have to kill the distraction, because it is a hyper competitive exam. Okay, and then second, underconfidence. Once you have given 2 or 3 attempts, you feel that I'm not good enough for UPSC. Okay, so that underconfidence creeps inside you. I want to change these 2 things. First, I want you to be as focused as nothing should be visible except UPSC for you. So I will ensure that through this program. Second is underconfidence. We'll see the bar of confidence will rise once you start doing well in the test. And if you look at the plan, it is a very scientific plan, in the sense that I took 2 to 3 days to come up with it. We have the prelims is on 24th May, then we have mains on 21st August. Keeping these dates in mind, let me tell you the plan. Doesn't matter if you are joining this program or not. If you want to have a good attempt or give a fighting chance at UPSC, I'll suggest, if you are studying now, go through this plan. Okay, first we have November, December and January. These 3 months, what we'll do is we'll go for both. We'll go for prelims exam as well as mains exam, intensive prelims as well as mains exam. Then after January, we'll shift our gear towards prelims mode completely, because prelims is the biggest barrier in UPSC. Any aspirant who has given UPSC, they know that if you look at mains is relatively predictable, but prelims is the biggest barrier. So we need to close that barrier. For that, we'll be completely devoting 3 months, February, March and April, for prelims only. So this will be prelims exclusive month. Once we are done with the exam in May, then in June and July we have and a couple of days of August we have exclusive for devoted for mains. So let's look at the month wise plan, how we are going to proceed about it. See, this is the plan for November month. We have 9 prelims test and 3 mains test. We are picking up subjects where you can prepare simultaneously. You can give exam for prelims as well as mains. So if you see polity, economy, modern India, 3 subjects will be covered, and there will be the relative tests are there, and then current affairs May and June 2025 will be there. For current affairs, I will provide you the magazine or the material, and you no need to go or search for any other magazine or material or any other thing. Okay. For 12 months, we'll have 12 current affairs test, and it will be UPSC focused, and you don't need to follow any other source. That I can guarantee you. Okay. So this is the November month plan. We have 9 prelims test and 3 mains test. So it is a little bit intensive. If you don't start with this intensity, then we will not be able to catch up the train. So remember that. In December, we have planned for ethics. You will finish your ethics chapter completely or ethics notes completely. Then we have planned 2 tests for ethics, 1 theory, 1 case study. And then history and culture will be there. Ancient India, medieval Indian culture and world history. So ancient medieval history as well as culture test will be there. Prelims test will be there. Mains test will be there. And then world history, only 1 mains test will be there. Okay. Then current affairs test will be there, 2 current affairs test for July and August. So that is the December month. Then when we go to the January, what we see here is in January 2026 we have 3 subjects: society, geography, economy, geography, environment, and then science and tech. Then current affairs tests are there of September and October 2025. Prelims we have 8 tests, mains we have 3 tests. So in this way we have scientifically planned it, so that in November, December and January we are focusing both prelims as well as mains, and we are finishing major subjects in GS papers, for example polity, for example society, for example ethics, etc. Okay, we are not keeping them for after prelims. Okay. Now, if you look at February, we have again what we are doing is February we have only prelims test. Okay, polity, economy, history. Then we have geography, environment. Then current affairs test will be there. So February will be completely devoting to prelims test, and from February onwards there will be a lot of thematic current affairs classes will be there, depending on the or looking at the UPSC PYQs. Okay, we'll try to cover that. Then in the month of March, I have planned some NCERT based test, because at least 3 or 4 questions from UPSC that appears difficult in the prelims are usually from your usual books from NCERT. NCERT, everybody says that they read it, but usually students or aspirants don't read it. So what I planned is we'll cover entire thing as far as NCERT is concerned. Okay. History, culture, geography, science and tech, economy, miscellaneous, all these things are NCERT test. Then we have current affairs test. So we have near about 7 prelims test. In the month of April, we have planned 4 mock test. Okay, 4 mock test will be there. And then on the month of May, 1 mock test is there, and 1 history and culture mains test will be there. But this history and culture is after the prelims is over. Specifically say this, we can put it around say May 30 and something like that. Okay. So 1 mock test will be there before the prelims. Now, couple of things I want to tell you. And from June month onwards, once the prelims is over, we'll pick up interesting subjects that we haven't touched it yet. For example, IR. I have see, one thing you should know, that it is very rational to read international relationship near to the exam, because international relationship is something that continuously keeps on evolving. So we need to be updated with the latest one. So there is no point in preparing for IR for much before the mains exam. So that's why I have kept it post prelims. Then we have polity, economy, modern India, society, geography and environment. All of them mains test will be there. So this will, what it will do is, once we get into prelims mode, our mind works that way. But once you appear for this test, then you are completely rejogged or reshuffled through your mental framework. Then you get into the mains mode. Okay. Then in month of July, we have again ethics, science and tech test will be there. Then full length 4 test will be there. And in month of August, again another set of full length test will be there. So that will end our complete UPSC plan. UPSC plan for 2026. Now, couple of things. If you look at the feature, we'll start with the orientation session. I'll understand. See, before the orientation session, as I told you, the admission is only after I have a discussion with you because I want to know your understanding of things, your background. Then only we can, I can have a group of people who are, at the same level of intelligence and understanding, so that we can, the preparation will be much easier and much better. So that is the whole idea behind it. Now, orientation session will be there, then PAQ analysis and preparation approach for each subject. For each subject, we'll do a deep dive into, all of the things that UPSC is throwing at the aspirants. Then thematic current affairs classes will be there for before prelims. As I already told you, NCERT test will be there, that will cover, entire NCERT that is there. Then personalized feedback, review, mentorship, all these things will be there. That is not a major thing. But most important thing is, I want you to remember that this number of tests are not limited. If I feel that, I need to give you more tests, or I need to cover certain aspects, I will definitely do that. I have been doing that with all my, course or test series. So then this whole program will be run through a WhatsApp core group will be there. We'll form that. And then, as I told you, admission only after one-on-one discussion. So for that, there is a form given in the description. Go and fill it up. If you want to have a discussion, then go for the admission. Now, if you look at the whole thing, we have planned around 40 prelims test, then 30 mains test, and 8 essay test. 8 essay test, there will be 16 topics. For each of these tests and topics, we'll have in-depth discussion and all that. See, usually what happens is, in the moment of the exam, if you have given the mains exam, you know that in the limited time, everything that flows through the nib of your pen is essentially the things that you have internalized over the years. And internalization comes through discussion, debate, and deliberation. It does not come through mugging up a model answer. And even if you mug up a model answer also, it is not, does not become part of you, which can be reflected in the exam. Okay. And UPSC is very intuitive and instinctive. So the questions can be, they can throw a different kind of questions at you. So we have to decode that, and we have to write an answer, frame an answer then and there, and write it. For that, this mental approach has to be developed, so that we can approach UPSC properly, and we will have a strong fighting chance with it. See, one thing I can assure you, you'll get honest guidance and feedback, and everything that can be given to you or done for your preparation, will do that. But what I need is 100% commitment from you. That's why I have asked my students, those who are already interested to enroll, I have asked them not to go for any other exam, but only focus on the UPSC exam. But it's like Arjuna focusing on the eye of the fish. There should not be any distraction if you want to focus on the eye of the fish. If there are distractions, you will miss the target. That is what I want to convey. Now, lastly, when we think of UPSC, we get scared. We feel hopeless, because after 2 or 3 attempts, that is the natural feeling among all aspirants. But let's hope for the best, and let's work towards this together.